Myself, Pathare Nivrutti, from Bahadur Naranrao Boronke College, Srirampur, District Ahmednagar, State, Maharashtra. Today, we will learn regarding practicals, how to perform practicals, how to take the readings, and how to do the calculations, and finally result. On the blackboards, there is a title of experiment E1 by E2 using potentiometer. Now here A to B point shows in the circuit diagram potentiometers. So by using potentiometer to compare, the aim of experiment is to compare the EMF, that is electromotive forces, of the two given cells by using potentiometers. Now there are two methods by using potentiometers. E1 by E2 comparison is performed by two methods, that is cells used separately and cells used in sum and difference methods. So today we will perform cells connected separate methods, or it is also called cells connected individually, individual methods. Now apparatus in this experiment, potentiometer. Now here potentiometer is in the circuit diagram shown from point A to B. Potentiometer consists of a rectangular wooden boards, and now on these rectangular wooden boards the 400 centimeters of wire is kept, and at one point, that is starting points of the wires, is fixed at A points. And now this is the length of wires is about 100 centimeters in the first turn. Now let us see starts. Second turn again completes 200 centimeters. Third turn 300 centimeters. Fourth turn to the point B 400 centimeters. Thus the potentiometer consists of 400 centimeter wires. And now by using these potentiometers, we have to compare the EMF of these two given cells, that is E1 and E2 is the EMF, means electromotive forces of these two cells. So initially we have to connect the positive terminals of two cells, and the external battery is kept, and whose positive terminal is connected always at the A point. Now the negative terminal of the battery is connected to the key, and then the resistance box, and then to the B points of potentiometer wire. Now the remaining connections, that is negative of cell E1, negative terminal of cell E2 is connected to the keys Q1 and Q2 respectively, and they are connected to the galvanometer. And now from the galvanometer, the jockey, that is sliding key, is connected. So in this way we have to build the circuits as per circuit diagrams. And now by using formula, when cells are connected separate methods in circuits, that is E1 by E2 equal L1 by L2. Now the observation table is provided for taking the readings. Now this is the observation tables. It consists of, in the first column, observations numbers, minimum we have to take 5 readings. Now then resistance box R, then balancing length L1 when E1 in circuit. L1 is the centimeter when the cell E1 is connected in the circuits, and now balancing length L2 when E2 cell in circuit, the corresponding balancing length is L2 is measured for cell E2 in the circuit diagrams, and now take the ratios L1 by L2, so we will get the E1 by E2 ratio. Now, here principle of potentiometer principle state that the fall of potential along the length of wire, or in another way, the potential difference between any two points is directly proportional to the length of wires. So, we have to perform this experiment, and now we will take readings one by one for each cells. Hello student, as per circuit diagram, make the circuit connections and take the readings. Now, to make the circuit connections, starts from the positive terminals of cell E1, positive terminals of cell E2, and now the positive terminal of external source is at point A. Now, from the cell E1, the negative terminal is connected to plug key K1, and now another cell whose negative terminal E2, cell E2 whose negative terminal is connected to the plug key K2, and now their common points is connected to the galvanometer, and now then through galvanometer jockey is connected. The remaining connections, that is from the negative terminal of battery is connected to plug key K, and now through the plug key K the resistance box is connected, and now then to the point B. So, in this way all the circuit connections is made as per circuit diagrams. After this, all the circuit connections should be tight, and now the plug key in the resistance box, all the plug key in the resistance box should be tight. Now, this is one of the precautions while performing this experiment. Now, close the plug key K and plug key K1, and now observe the deflection in the galvanometer when the jockeys touch at point A and at point B. Now, this is the method to tally the circuits. The jockey is touched at point A and observe the deflection in the galvanometer. The deflection is observed in the galvanometers at right sides, and now when this jockey is connected to at point B and observe the deflection in the galvanometer is in on the opposite sides, then the circuit connection is in working conditions, or the circuit is ready to take the readings. So, we will perform these experiments and now take the readings. So, in the first observation, we have to take the resistance from resistance box, that is 2 ohm, resistance box 2 ohm, and observe the balancing length for this 2 ohm resistance. Now, touching the jockey from point A and find the point for which the galvanometer does not show any deflection are called the balancing length when cell E1 is connected. Now, this is the balancing length E1 and the corresponding length L1 is measured. So, now this is the balancing length L1 for E1 is a 131 centimeter. 131 centimeter is observed. Now, for the same resistance, that is keep the same resistance, and now the plug key K2 is closed and K1 is kept open. Then only the cell E2 is connected in the circuit, and now for the same resistance we will observe the balancing length when cell E2 is connected in the circuit, the corresponding balancing length is L2 is observed. Yes, now this is the balancing length L2. It means touching or without touching the jockey, the galvanometer shows zero deflection. Now this length is 88.5. So here 131, the corresponding resistance is 0 ohm. Here 88.5 centimeter. Now here 4, 6, 8, and now 10 ohms are registered. 10 ohm resistance is removed from the resistance box. So in this way we will take 5 readings. Now next, keep the 4 ohm resistance from the resistance box, that is 2 plus 2 is 4 in series connections. Then remove the plug key K2, that is K2 is kept open and plug key K1 is closed. So only the cell E1 is in the circuit. And now we will take again the readings from point A to the balancing point. The corresponding balancing length is found out. Yes, now here we have to get balancing length L1 for cell E1. For the corresponding resistance is 4 ohm. So 144.5. 144.5. Okay. Remove the plug key K1, that is plug key K1 is kept open and plug key K2 is closed. Then only the cell E2 is connected in the circuit and the corresponding balancing length is found out, that is touching the jockey from point A to the balancing point. Is touching or without touching the jockey, the balancing point is obtained 97 centimeter. Now, why the galvanometer shows here zero deflection, our galvanometer does not show any deflection, it means the current does not drawn to the corresponding cells, because the EMF of the cell is equal to the potential difference between the points A to the balancing point P. So here EMF is equal to the potential difference between the 2 points of the potentiometer wire. So at this time the current does not drawn to the corresponding cells, so that the galvanometer does not show any deflections. Okay. Next we will take the 6 ohm from the resistance box and now again repeat the same procedure, means plug key K2 kept open and plug key K1 is closed. Then the cell E1 is in the circuit and find the corresponding balancing length L1 for cell E1. It's 6 ohm, that is 5 plus 1, 6 ohm. Now here I have to get the balancing length L2. 158 centimeter. Then kept plug key K1 open and plug key K2 is closed. Then the cells E2 is connected in the circuit, and now observe the balancing length L2 for cell E2. Now here the balancing point is obtained, that is 102 centimeter. 102 centimeter. The next readings: remove the 8 ohm from the resistance box, and now the same procedure repeated again. Close plug key K1 and plug key K2 is kept open. Then the cell E1 is connected in the circuit, and now find out again the balancing point for cell E1. Yes, in this way we have to get the balancing point 171.5. Plug key K2 is kept open, and now plug key K2 is closed. Then the cell E2 is in the circuit, and again find the balancing point for cell E2. $110 centimeter is obtained. The last reading: remove the resistance from the resistance box is 10 ohm. 10 ohm. And now for the corresponding balancing lengths for cell E1 and E2 is found out. So plug key K1 is closed and K2 is kept open. And obtain the balancing length for this cell E1. Yes, now this is 188. Sorry, 185.5. 185.5. Then plug key K1 is kept open, plug key K2 is kept open, then the circuit, the cell E2 is connected. Then observe the balancing point for cell E2. Now this balancing length is 120 centimeters. So in this way I have to take the 5 readings for comparison of the EMFs of 2 cells. From the observations and observation table, the observations EMF of battery ES, or it is also called external source of battery, is 4 volt. EMF of cell E1 is 1.5 volt. EMF of cell E2 is 1 volt. And now from the observations and by using the formula E1 by E2 equal L1 by L2 for individual cell method or separate cell methods, we can find out the ratios of E1 and E2 for each readings. In first observations, we will find out by using formula E1 by E2 equal L1 by L2. Substitute the values of L1 and L2 and their ratios is found by using log tables. The ratio is 1.480. Similarly, for second readings, the ratio G1 by E2 is 1.489. And now, next reading, that is the ratios U1 by U2 is 1.549, and now fourth reading is U1 by U2 is 1.559, and now last observations, the ratios U1 by U2 is 1.546. So in this way, we have to find out the ratios of U1 by U2 for 5 calculations, 5 observations, and now find their mean U1 by U2. So addition of these 5 readings divided by 5, then we will get the mean U1 by U2 is 1.5246. So I have to write the result E1 by U2 using separate or individual cell method is 1.5246. While performing an experiment, we have to take some precautions. First, all the connections and plug keys should be tight. Second, the external source, that is ES, should be greater than the E1 and E2. Next precaution is, for a given set, the setting of the rheostat should be the same, while determine the balance point P1 and P2. And another precaution is, the balancing length should be measured from the point A of the potentiometer wire. Thank you.